Music Interview Corner.
Hello from the Music Interview Corner in collaboration with ROCKHARZ 26. I'm here with Paradise Lost and I have Nick for you. Hi, Nick.
Hello. Hi.
What's your impression so far of ROCKHARZ?
It's great. It's a great festival. Will be the third time we've done it. We did it in 2017, 23, and now this. So yeah, it's a great festival. There's lots of people here. It's early week as well, and it's a surprise to see so many people on Wednesday. So that's all. It's all good. You know, as long as the weather holds out, it's going to be good.
Yeah, let's cross the fingers.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite ROCKHARZ memory from all the gigs in the past?
I don't know really. It's always great when you play a show if you've got your peers there and there's your friends in other bands are playing the same festival as you, because it's nice to see your old friends, because we've obviously been around a long time. So, and there's a lot of our friends who've been around a long time in other bands. So yeah, it's always great when we see old mates. You know, that's one of obviously the gig as well. But it's always nice to see old friends in other bands. You know.
Paradise Lost is seen as one of the founders or the founder of Gothic metal. How does it feel for you? How does this label feel?
I don't know. I mean, we kind of came up with that title at a time when everybody was labelling everything, and it was kind of just the only one that we felt fit the music. Really, we didn't really give it a lot of thought. But it's, you know, I mean, it's kind of sums up particularly the early material we did around the second album. It kind of really fit the bill for that. We don't really think about labels too much, I guess, but we'd still no problem calling ourselves that. Although I'm sure a lot of maybe younger people wouldn't even regard us as Gothic metal. They think another younger band is Gothic metal. We are not. But I mean, it's not a problem. It's not. I don't lay awake at night worrying about these things.
Well, that's a very healthy decision. But a lot of younger bands or even big bands say that you influenced them a lot. How does it feel for you? It's
great. I mean, it's the same way that bands, the guys in the bands that are in their 60s, like such as bands like Celtic Frost and Death and Sodom and Candlemass. These bands are all a few years older than we are, and we were influenced by them. And then we've got the guys who are kind of 3 or 4 years younger than us in bands that kind of listen to us. So it's kind of, there's like a 4-year interval for people to get into bands, and then, you know, the next gen gets into that band and blah, 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 blah. And that's how it's kind of gone for us listening to bands growing up, and for younger bands listening to us, I guess, you know. So it's just a generational thing, you know.
Your 17th studio album, Ascension, came out last year, September. What does Ascension mean in the context of the album and to you personally?
It was about, I mean, Ascension in the biblical terms is about rising up to God and rising up to greatness. But I mean, I kind of find that throughout life, all you're trying to do is rise up and do the best that you possibly can from the minute you're born. So I was thinking more along that line, as opposed to anything remotely religious. Although we do love religious imagery as a band. We always appreciate religious imagery. We're not a religious band whatsoever, but we do like the art of that. So I mean, that's the kind of thing. I mean, it's, again, there's always, if you look long enough, you can find a metaphor or a conspiracy, and I always like to try and find a metaphor for something, you know.
I mean, you wrote it, but what's your favorite metaphor in Ascension?
You'd have to give me 24 hours notice on that one. I'm sorry about that. My brain doesn't work that fast. Sorry.
What's the craziest thing you and your bandmates have ever done on tour?
I mean, it depends, because I mean, in the early 1990s, a backstage area like this, there would have been a lot of bands behaving very badly because there's no cameras around. So, and there was no tape recorders or no machines, or there's nothing. So now backstages tend to be very kind of sober, tranquil places, very quiet for the most part, and people keep within in their little rooms. They don't really wander out too much or create much hell. But I mean, around the kind of 94, 95, 96, I think that there was some serious backstage stuff going on, and most of it I can't really remember because everyone was kind of at a similar level of drunkenness. So it's there's nothing that's kind of flies off specifically, but it was certainly way more atmospheric backstage than it is these days, to be honest. But I mean, I'm not a young man anymore. I don't mind. I actually prefer it quiet, you know what I mean. It's fine by me, you know what I mean. So it's all right.
More like a mindset in the direction of Ascension than a...
Yeah, I like it quiet. I prefer it. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not 22 anymore, so it's fine. You know, I'm all right with that.
But did you ever throw a television out of?
I didn't throw a television. I know someone who did, and it cost them dearly. And I know someone who fell asleep in the shower and the floor nearly went through. Didn't quite go through, but it was rather an expensive sleep. But yeah, and people asleep in the corridors naked and they can't get in the room and they stay there all night. And I mean, there's just a ton of things, and a lot of people I know, but it's not for me to say, you know.
And what's the most un-gothic hobby that you or anyone else in the band has?
Probably most things I enjoy are pretty un-gothic, really. I mean, I'm a big fan of. We're all big fans of video games, actually. That's not very gothic, although we do quite like gothic video games. We like stuff like so games. I don't know.
What's your favorite gothic video game?
Would you regard Elden Ring as quite gothic?
Yeah, definitely fantasy gothic. Yeah.
We all love Elden Ring. Yeah. I love anything like that. I love it. I'm really into the kind of dark Souls kind of. I mean, I'm really bad at it because it's so hard, but I'm very good at. I really enjoy playing it. Those kind of games, you know what I mean. So, but yeah, we've been fans of video games since they kind of started, really, with the old Master System or whatever it was called in the 80s or whatever the fuck it was. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we like the same kind of things everyone else does, really. There's nothing sort of unusual, you know what I mean.
Okay, and what's the most gothic thing you have ever done by accident?
I don't know, really. I don't know. I mean, I actually love gothic music, but I wouldn't really class myself as a goth. I haven't really gone heavy with the goth image at any point. Well, I'm kind of I never dyed my hair black or anything like that. So I don't know, really. Me personally, not that much. I mean, but I do like the things. Like I say, artwork, artists, you know, architecture. I like all that stuff, but I wouldn't really regard myself as a goth, even though I loved a lot of the music, you know.
Okay, and which one of your songs, of Paradise Lost songs, would make the worst pet name?
Most of them. As I Die is not a good start, is it, really, if your pet's called that?
No, I mean, you don't want to scream that outside in the garden at night.
They don't live long anyway, so giving it a name like that's probably not the most positive thing to do. So, yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of song titles that are not suitable for a short-lived animal's name. So, yeah.
That makes me almost sad, but it was funny. Which Paradise Lost song would make the worst wedding song?
Most of them, I would imagine. Again, because it's supposedly a very positive event. Probably the song Salvation on the new album. That's kind of a bad start to a marriage, I think, for sure. Yeah, the Salvation, definitely. Yeah.
Which Paradise Lost song would be the worst name for a pub?
Rotting Misery.
Yeah.
Again, there's loads, but most of the titles. Rotting Misery is a good one. That's gonna. I don't know. It's kind of quite quirky, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, but it's. Or we have down a pint down the Rotting Misery. Yeah, well,
no,
I can't see it catching on, but yeah.
Well, then you would sit there and cry over your dead pet, probably.
Probably, yeah. It's all grim, isn't it? Yeah.
And who in your band would be the least convincing as a dark gothic prophet?
Least convincing.
Yeah. You can also say most convincing, like both.
Greg would be the most convincing. I could potentially be the least convincing. I think that any of us, apart from Greg, I think. But Greg would be definitely the most convincing.
If you ever achieve a really gothic atmosphere while songwriting or doing a rehearsal, who in your band is the most likely to ruin it with a joke?
Me.
Oh, good.
100% me. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite joke that you can share?
No, I just mess around in general all the time because I have very low attention span, so I tend to start messing around and just talking. I talk a lot. So I just talk a lot of shit, basically, and I ruin the mood of most things. So yeah, definitely me for that.
And what's your favorite song to play live?
I always like to play new stuff. Generally speaking, I like playing stuff from Draconian Times because it's a very popular album for us. A lot of people know the songs. I think Serpent on the Cross, the opening song, is probably my favourite song on the new album. So at the moment, that's probably my favourite song to play.
Cool. And do you want to say anything to your fans?
Thank you for the support, and we hope to see you on the road at some point this year and going forward.
Thank you so much for the interview, Nick.
Cheers, appreciate it. Thank you.
Music Interviews Corner.